Steak is the undisputed crown jewel of the butcher shop, the centerpiece of fine dining, and the ultimate test of a home cook's skillet skills. Yet, stepping up to a modern butcher counter can often feel like a confusing exam in bovine anatomy. With dozens of different labels, varying price points, and wildly different shapes, choosing the right cut is rarely straightforward. From prime cuts that cost a small fortune to hidden budget gems that pack incredible flavor, every single steak tells a completely different story on the plate. Welcome to Bite Audit, your ultimate culinary investigation into the true origins of flavor. Today we are auditing the butcher case to break down every major steak cut, how they behave over high heat, and how you can pick the absolute best steak for your next meal. At its core, a steak's texture, flavor, and price are determined by two primary physiological factors: how much physical work that muscle performed during the animal's lifetime, and the concentration of intramuscular fat, commonly known as marbling, present within the meat. Muscles that bear heavy physical loads like the shoulder, chest, or leg develop thick, dense muscle fibers and heavy connective tissue. These cuts yield deep, intense beef flavor, but they require precise cooking techniques, marinades, or slow-searing methods to keep them from turning chewy. On the flip side, muscles along the back and spine that do almost no physical work yield delicate, fine muscle fibers. These produce melt-in-your-mouth tenderness, though often with a much milder flavor profile. Understanding how fat, grain, and heat interact is the secret to mastering beef. Let's audit every major steak cut on the market today. Ribeye. Extracted from the upper rib cage between the 6th and 12th ribs, the ribeye is universally recognized as the flavor-first king of the steakhouse menu. Its defining feature is heavy, intricate marbling dispersed throughout the center eye, along with a distinct outer cap muscle known scientifically as the spinalis dorsi. As heat hits the pan, these thin streaks of intramuscular fat slowly melt and render throughout the beef. This process effectively self-bastes the steak from the inside out, creating a rich, remarkably juicy bite without requiring heavy external marinades or heavy sauces. While the ribeye is not quite as physically tender as a filet mignon, the sheer concentration of rich beef tallow and juicy mouthfeel makes it the top choice for steak lovers. Ribeyes perform best when seared at screamingly high temperatures in a heavy cast-iron skillet with butter, garlic, and fresh rosemary, allowing a dark, caramelized crust to form while the interior fat renders into pure liquid flavor. New York strip cut from the short loin directly behind the rib section, the New York strip, also marketed as the Kansas City strip, strip loin, or sirloin strip, offers the ultimate middle ground between tenderness and robust beef taste. Unlike the ribeye, which features fat marbled heavily throughout the center of the meat, the New York strip boasts a dense, continuous fat cap running along one outer edge. This exterior fat protective barrier bashes the meat during grilling while preserving a uniform, fine-grained interior texture. Compared to a ribeye, the strip possesses a slightly firmer chew and a tighter grain structure, giving it a classic steakhouse texture that holds up exceptionally well to high-heat grilling, broiler cooking, and simple sea salt seasoning. Filet Mignon. Taken from the narrow, tapered end of the tenderloin, filet mignon represents a muscle group that does virtually zero physical work throughout the animal's life. Because these muscle fibers are never strained by heavy movement, the meat remains extraordinarily soft, offering a velvety, buttery texture that can literally be cut with a butter knife. However, this legendary tenderness comes with a distinct trade-off. Filet mignon is exceptionally lean and contains very little intramuscular fat or connective tissue. As a result, it carries a mild, delicate taste rather than the bold, punchy beefiness found in fattier cuts. To compensate for its lean profile, chefs typically slice filet mignon thick, sear it very quickly over intense heat to medium rare, and pair it with compound butter, red wine reductions, or wrap the edges in bacon to add necessary fat and moisture. Porterhouse. Why choose between the bold flavor of a New York strip and the melt-in-your-mouth tenderness of a filet mignon when you can have both on a single plate? The Porterhouse is a massive double-sided cut, harvested from the rear portion of the short loin, held together by a central T-shaped bone. On one side of the dividing bone sits a full New York strip, and on the opposite side sits a generous section of Filet Mignon. To officially qualify as a genuine porterhouse under USDA guidelines, the tenderloin portion must measure at least 1.25 inches thick at its widest point. Because the lean tenderloin side cooks significantly faster than the marbled strip side, mastering a porterhouse requires strategic heat zone management on a grill to avoid overcooking the filet while developing a hard sear on the strip. T-bone. Structurally, similar to the porterhouse, the T-bone is cut from slightly further forward along the short loin. It features the exact same New York strip on one side of the bone, but a noticeably smaller cross-section of filet mignon on the other. Despite the smaller filet portion, the central bone plays a critical role during the cooking process. Bone acts as a thermal insulator, slowing down internal heat transfer along the seam and helping the surrounding meat retain moisture. This prevents the interior from drying out quickly over open flames, making the T-bone a favorite choice for outdoor charcoal grilling. Picanha. Also known to butchers as the top sirloin cap, culotte, or rump cap, picanha is the undisputed star of Brazilian steakhouse culture. Cut from the uppermost section of the rump, picanha features a lean interior muscle crowned by a thick, glorious white fat cap running across the top. Flat iron. Sourced from the chuck, or shoulder, the flat iron is a masterpiece of modern meat science. For decades, the top blade muscle of the shoulder was dismissed as a tough, low-value roast because it was bisected by a rock-hard seam of connective tissue running right through its center. In the early 2000s, researchers at the universities of Nebraska and Florida developed a precise butchery technique to slice horizontally along that tough membrane, removing it completely and freeing two uniform, flat steaks. What remained was the flat iron, a cut that ranks as the second most tender steak on the entire cow, behind only the filet mignon, while retaining intense shoulder marbling and a budget-friendly price point. Hanger steak. Historically nicknamed the butcher's cut because old-school butchers would quietly keep it for their own families rather than put it out in the display case, the hanger steak literally hangs from the diaphragm of the cow, nestled between the ribs and the loin. Skirt steak. Harvested from the short plate section under the rib cage, skirt steak is a long, thin muscle defined by extremely thick rope-like muscle fibers and a high percentage of internal fat. Flank steak. Frequently confused with skirt steak, flank steak comes from the lower abdominal section of the cow. It is noticeably wider, flatter, and considerably leaner than skirt steak, featuring tight, uniform muscle fibers running horizontally end-to-end. Denver steak. Another brilliant modern addition to the butcher case, the Denver steak is cut from the deep, underutilized infraspinatus muscle located within the shoulder chuck roll. Tri-tip instantly recognizable by its distinct boomerang or crescent triangle shape, the tri-tip is a three-pointed muscle cut from the bottom sirloin section. Made world-famous by the Central California Santa Maria barbecue tradition, this cut offers a fantastic blend of sirloin flavor, lean tender meat, and a light exterior fat layer. Tomahawk. The tomahawk is essentially a thick-cut ribeye served with at least 5 to 8 inches of the rib bone left fully intact and scraped clean of fat and meat, a process known in classical French cooking as Frenching. Sirloin cut from the hip section located behind the short loin, sirloin is generally divided into two main subprimals, top sirloin and bottom sirloin. Top sirloin is the superior choice for individual steaks, providing an incredible balance of lean muscle, hearty beef flavor, and budget-friendly pricing. From the heavy marbling of a ribeye to the buttery tenderness of a filet, and the secret budget-friendly value of a flat iron or Denver steak, understanding how muscle work and fat distribution impact cooking allows you to shop smarter and cook better every single time. Which steak cut is your go-to when you fire up the grill? Let us know in the comments down below. If you found this visual audit helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Bite Audit, and click the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive into the world of food. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next audit.